Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the part of your emotions. So, emotions heavily influence our feelings, our thoughts, and our actions. Your emotions are a compass guiding your thoughts, behaviors, and overall well being. So, just say you had a minor disagreement with your friend. You might feel that sense of unease, but without recognizing this emotion, lead you to ruminating your thoughts and your sleepless nights. So, if you have anxiety, which most people on this call have some form of it, emotions can somehow feel overwhelming or uncontrollable. So recognizing that emotions are a natural response and serve a purpose that can help understand your triggers, your patterns. For instance, if someone with social anxiety might feel nervous intensifying as a social event, and so they will then approach the social event as, oh no, I'm not going, I don't know. But if you dip the foot in the water and just go for a little while, then you will recognize that, you know, you can do this, but in small bursts. So important to try that. And this is one of the strategies that help you manage it. Now, feeding negative emotions. So, continuous negative rumination can amplify those distressing emotions. So, if you're prone to overthinking, you might spiral into those negative emotions, exacerbating your anxiety. For example, a slight hiccup during a meeting could lead to hours of rumination, wondering about your competence, worsening feelings of self worth. So, just say you feel stuck and then you get distressed and then you look for temporary relief to distraction, then you get more stress and then distressing situation. It's really hard to change that loop you're in. So negative thoughts amplify negative emotions, creating that reinforcing negative loop. So example, that if you feel anxious about something, on a certain day, continuously thinking about that worst case scenario will really make you feel even more nervous, leading to this self-fulfilling prophecy of feeling nervous, not feeling good. So it is important for you to emotionally acknowledge that you're suppressing your emotions. That and then that will lead to further turmoil. So though when you're anxious, you may feel ashamed or anxious feelings, but it's a temporary badge because I feel anxious today and that's okay. So create a space for you to be compassionate with yourself, heal yourself. So recognize that emotions that you're feeling. And when you recognize it, when you recognize your triggers, when you understand where all of this is coming from, it will lead to healing and transformation. So again, just say that you're scared to go out for a drive in your car because you haven't been driving for a long time. So instead of pushing those fears aside, you acknowledge that you're scared. So take small bursts, like, do small little drives around the block so that it reduces your anxiety and you build up that resilience towards, taking steps towards what you wish to do. Now, what you don't address will inadvertently be projected onto others. So if you have these personal anxieties and they're not addressed, then you'll get really irritable, you become oversensitive, you'll be reactive. It's not because you're irritable, because you're internalizing your anxiety. So emotional suppression can project this unresolved issues onto others. So just say if Maria is anxious about her job security and doesn't address it. So instead, she becomes overcritical about other people at work and, or her partner at work, and this creates a tension in their relationship. So the cycle of reoccurring thoughts. So ruminative thinking can trap you into this negative feedback loop. So if you're anxious, you get trapped in this loop of overanalyzing your past events. This repetitive thinking serves as a problem solving, but not as reflection. So instead keeps you rooted in that anxious feeling. So, constantly ruminating on a problem magnifies it. Just say that Sarah was a friend of yours and she made a small mistake in, parking somewhere she's not meant to. And maybe she parked in the big boss's spot or something. Instead of rectifying it and just going and apologizing, she ruminates about it obsessively and fear that this might cost her job. So it heightened anxiety, and then she's more likely to make more mistakes. The weight of limiting beliefs. I think when we're in this anxiety state, we all believe that we're not good enough and other people will notice, and we're just thinking so much that we think negatively about ourselves. So, deep rooted beliefs can hinder your potential, reinforce your anxiety. So, if you grew up hearing that you're too sensitive, you might internalize this. So, this belief you can shapes how you perceive and react to your own emotions, making you even prone to more anxiety. So limited beliefs are often ingrained in young age or past experiences, which will restrict your growth. So just say that Tammy was told she was not good enough at math when she was growing up. So even as an adult, this belief causes anxiety. Whenever she needs to handle the finances that she's full capable of, she's just nervous and doesn't do it well. Reframing your beliefs through reflection. So actively challenging and reframing these beliefs can bring relief. So you might revitalize your sensitivity, also makes you empathetic, and the trait is valued by friends and loved ones. So reframing is a brilliant tool. It shifts perspective from limiting beliefs to a powerful one. So meditation, self-reflection can challenge your limiting beliefs. So just say Linda believes that she is bad at making new friends due to her childhood experiences. So through meditation, she recalls some positive interaction she's had in the past. So it allows her to reframe her beliefs. Now, emotions and mental health well-being are intertwined. So a person with anxiety might suffer from emotional turmoil or fear or cognitive distortion such as anxiety, and might catastrophize things. So recognizing this interplay will help seek comprehensive strategies for healing. So mental behavior is connected with the mind, emotional is connected to heart. Mentally affected person will prefer to withdraw, but emotionally may often shout and scream, just very, very emotional with things. Now, if you're affected by a mental transformation, you often appear dejected or retreat from others emotionally. It'll appear that you can't cope in the community and you feel very debilitated. So they're two sides of the coin. They're the same, but it affects you in different ways, both of these things. Now, practices for emotional control. I can't emphasize enough how mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing has changed me and my life, and has changed so many of my clients' lives. So, detach from these anxiety inducing thoughts and ground yourself in the present. Approach your emotions with a non judgmental attitude. You can try yoga as well, just simple. And you must keep trying it, and it will help and change you. Now, I just want to conclude that overcoming emotional stress, facing your fears, anxiety can lead to personal growth with proper support. And that's why we are here for, in preparation. Confronting situations that induce anxiety will gradually desensitize you to this anxiety trigger. So, with time and practice, again and again, like getting in the car, driving around the block, practicing, it will become manageable and you'll get better and better at it. So embrace these challenges. Head on allows you to grow and reduce the anxiety in the future. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Lots of love. Bye for now.